So I have to take off my shoes, which I did, run through the scan. If you have any illegal item, they'll call you to take it out. So where you are supposed to board the plane, the gate you are supposed to board the plane, you are supposed to sit at that gate. Okay. Now I mentioned that the plane has to take off at 10:30. All right. So after 10:10, you're not allowed to board. So you have to board before 10:10. Then at 10:30, the plane will take off. Okay, so I think after the time I was moving, it was around 10. I was moving to my gate. I quickly ran looking and searching for my gate. The hotel I stayed is called 25 Hours Hotel.
Tell right now. Send them. I will.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Bertha and I film about faith, relationship, personal development, lifestyle, and all the good things you can think about, right? Yeah, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about what I did on the day I was traveling in the flight and then when I finally got to France. Okay, so yeah, in my travel series videos, as I did for when I knew I was going to travel, how I felt, how I applied for my passport, how I applied for my visa. I think this is the last part of my travel series, right? Okay. So on the day I was going to travel, I actually went to visit my friend in my neighborhood. Okay. I have asked permission from work, obviously. Okay. Yeah. So I was excused from coming to work. So I used those times to prepare and everything. So on that very day, like I said, I visited a friend of mine who, treated me. So I remember my mom calling me as at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, yes. My mom was calling me, oh, it's time for you to go, come and move. What? And then my sister was the one was going to accompany me to the airport, right? Yeah. So my mom was, so worried, so agitated. So I had to come. Like I said in the previous video, right? I was supposed to take off at 10:30 p.m. Okay, yeah. So the initial plan was actually to be at the airport at 5. Okay, but since my mom was worried and all those stuff, uh, I quickly came home so that she can see me and she won't be worried that I'm going to miss my flight. Yeah, so I came home. Whilst we were in the car going, right, I was picturing how the places. A lot of people have spoken a lot of things about traveling outside the country, how they have this, they have that, they have trains, the environment is nice, no rubbish, and all those things. At the airport, I was supposed to meet the head of my organization, all right? So I got to the airport around 3. I was there with my sister, the financial manager, Coach Sule, and my chairman. Together with my sister went in. I checked in, how I checked in, right? So I had to walk to one of the official, and then I presented my travel documents, right, to her, and then she checked through it, and then she did everything. And for my luggage as well, okay. So let me talk about my luggage, okay. So for my luggage, I took them to where I'm supposed to drop my luggage off. There are some luggages that you can carry along, okay. I was carrying my bag with my laptop, okay, and then my traveling bag itself, I had to, send it to. It will be put away in the plane, right? So yeah, so I took it there. They had to check the weight. They had to pass it through a scan to check if I don't have any illegal items there, which I wasn't having, obviously. Yeah, so and they had to tag my bag with my name and then with my destination to it as well. Yeah, so I also had to enter some details and then they have to also scan you to see you don't carry any foreign items with you. When I talk of foreign items, I mean illegal items, okay? Like drugs or anything like that, right? So I have to take off my shoes, which I did, run through the scan. If you have any illegal item, they'll call you to take it out. You're not supposed to carry drinks, okay? Drinks are not allowed. They are going to feed you in the plane. They don't want any casualties, okay? So they want to be sure that if something happens to you in the plane, it's what they have fed you that has caused it, not what you came along with. Liquid is not allowed. So I put in my laptop, I put in my bag, I took my shoes off, I added my shoes as well, and then it was scanned. So after it was scanned, I also have to pass through the scan for it to scan me to know I don't have any foreign thing, like I said, which I was okay, and was allowed to go through. I quickly put on my shoes, and then I was going to the gate. So I went through my gate. I think my gate number was I can't really remember now. I passed through the first gate, and then I went to sit in the inner part. Okay, so where you are supposed to board the plane, the gate you are supposed to board the plane, you are supposed to sit at that gate. Okay, now I mentioned that the plane has to take off at 10:30. So after 10:10, you're not allowed to board. So you have to board before 10:10. Then at 10:30, the plane will take off. Okay, so I think after the time I was moving, it was around 10. I quickly ran looking and searching for my gate. And when you get to that gate, I told you at every point you are supposed to be checked. You have to check your passport, all right? Your ticket and your passport and everything, right? Yeah. So at my gate, they checked. I sat about 3 minutes, and then I was called. So when I was called, they had to check my flight details, my ticket, my insurance, my visa, okay, to make sure that I'm going to the exact place that I'm going to. When you get to the airport, right, they have to also put a stamp on your visa. You have to also check whether that stamp is there before you are allowed to board. Okay, so they did checking again at my gate before I entered. When I was entering, okay, it was like a tunnel. So I was holding my laptop. I was just praying. I was just thankful, thanking God that He has given me this opportunity. So eventually, I went into the plane and I was looking for my seat number. Actually, I wanted to sit closer to the window. If you are closer to the window, you can have the view. Okay, my seat wasn't closer to the window. Whilst I was there, as God will have it, okay, one of the facilitators going to take us through the sessions, okay, I was sitting right with her. I was sitting closer to her. Madame Vida Koliki. So I remember when I was going, my coaches and then the chairman of my organization told me, "Oh, I can go by myself. My all I need to do is to just read, then I can get information as to what I have to do." So thankfully for me, I met my facilitator. Okay, I didn't know she was also going to the same place until we both alighted. Okay, so I sat by her, and then I was just quiet, okay, on my phone. So when the plane was about to take off, they told us, put on your seatbelt, turn off your phones, don't use your phone, the plane might crash. If you are supposed to help somebody, make sure you have your what on, and then the rest. And then they were telling us how long it would take for us to get to Ouagadougou. They gave us all the information. They gave us the name of our pilot. And yeah, so basically that is it. So I was there. It got to a time when they were supposed to feed us. I think they fed us twice. The first one was drinks, and then the second time they came was food. Guys, I hope to throw pictures here so that you can see what I'm talking about. The food was awkward to me. Okay, the only thing I was into it was the drinks. Okay, the food wasn't that tasty to me, right? Yeah, the plane wasn't full. It was going to pick people at Ouagadougou. I moved to the window before the plane landed, right, at Ouagadougou. So I saw it land. It was in the night, so I couldn't see Ouagadougou. But I think I didn't come to my place. Did I? I don't think I came back. My head was spinning. Okay, my head was spinning, guys. My head was spinning, especially when the plane was taking off. My head was spinning. I was feeling dizzy, so I had to sleep myself away. Yeah, so at every time they tell us where we have gotten to, there was also a screen in front of you. You can know how far the plane has traveled, where the plane is. I traveled for like 12 hours. So when the plane was about to land, they told us, put on your seatbelt. The plane will land in about 10 minutes. So everything should be in place. Everybody was up. Everybody was, alert for the plane to land. The plane landed. I was actually walking alone, okay? I came out to the plane alone. Okay, I wasn't with a woman. I didn't know she was going to the same place I was also going, right? So I came, and then the first thing I felt was the air. Guys, the air was different. I just can't explain it. In my head, I'm like, oh my god, oh my, even the air feels so different. I was just looking at the place. I was anywhere I get to, I try to find something to read so I know where I'm going, okay? But obviously I know that all the people who came out of the plane are all going to get their things, right? Yeah. So I was just going. And then I happened to find the woman again. When I found her. So I decided to uh follow her, not follow her as in following her, so we are going together, but I was right behind her. Wherever she goes, I go. It's funny, right? Wherever she goes, I go. So I think she stopped at a point to visit the urinal, and I also stopped. Funny, right? So I think when she came out, she asked me, "Oh, where are you going?" Gave her the details and everything, and she was like, "Oh, wow, I'm also going to the same place. Are you from Ghana?" I said, "Yes, I'm from Ghana." So we started gisting from that side, okay? So we went together to go and take our luggage. And guys, before we would take our luggage, it was like from here to it took so long. We had to walk. Then at a point, we even took what's it called? Train inside the airport. And she had experience in traveling. Actually, she has traveled a couple of times. So she actually has double passports, right? It's been doubled for her. They're about to go through my documents, then I can go for my luggage. She was the first person who had her documents checked. Okay, so she had to stand at the other side to wait for me. And then when I got there, they asked me, "What is your name? What are you here to do?" I was telling them, just giving them information. And then I don't know, they felt like because it's my first time of traveling, because that's my first passport, I learned it is difficult for them to give you pass if that is your first visa you're having in your passport. Okay, so they were asking me questions. It was like very sure. Okay, I don't know. So they ended up giving me my things, my documents, and I left. I was thinking probably they had to call to find out about the information I'm giving them. I wasn't worried because when they called to find out, I'm not lying. Okay, I'm not lying. I just answer what you ask me, and if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. So basically, that was it, and then they allowed me to pass. So when they passed, Madam Vanda asked me, "Oh, why were they keeping you?" I said, "I don't know." They asked me why I was here. I told them who invited me. I told them, and to me, it seemed like they weren't sure. Okay, so yeah, so eventually I'm here. So we moved. So we went to the luggage section as to get our luggage. But I rather got her luggage and then I still didn't get my luggage. I keep seeing the same luggage come to pass and my luggage never came. But eventually my luggage came, we picked it up. So I was thinking, did my luggage never enter the plane or what? Hello? Like we took like 5 minutes to get her luggage and then it took another 5 minutes for me to find my luggage. So it took us about 10 minutes. Yeah, it was a very big open room, right? Yes. So we walked through to where people, come to pick you up if you just arrived. Okay. So before I would travel, right, they gave me a description of who will come and pick me and then a sign that will show that this is the person. So they had the made to play fan description. I saw it. I knew that that was her. So both of us walked towards the woman, the chauffeur actually. So I took pictures. Okay, guys, one thing that I did on that trip was to take as many pictures as possible. Yeah, so I took pictures all through the journey, right? But if you have not also watched my videos, please go watch them. They give you a clearer picture of how my travel went. Okay, so yeah, so the chauffeur picked us, welcomed us, and picked us into the van, and then we started our journey from the airport to Terminal North. Oh my God, Gulia de Dine. It was far, guys. It was so far. I was feeling tired, feeling dizzy. I was hungry. I couldn't really eat the food from the plane. Okay, so I was very hungry and sleepy. It actually rained that day, okay? Yeah, I felt like, oh, that's blessings for me, okay? Yeah, it actually rained. I was looking at the street, I was looking at the environment. I was saying, so I am here, like I'm here, body and flesh. Guys, the first time I was traveling. Their airport is so big, it's nothing compared to ours, right? So we went to another terminal, okay, to go and pick up another made to play winner, Karishma Ali. The car we were in was warm, and then we got to a place. I saw that the place was very sunny, so I thought, oh, the weather is fine and things. We went there on summer. If we had gone there during winter or anything like that, I would have frozen like this. Hey, when I got out, I was feeling cold. Even when the sun was, shining, right? Eventually, we went to the place. The hotel I stayed or we were hosted is called 25 Hours Hotel.
So right now, send them. I will.
All right, it's just a nice hotel. When I got there, I was, welcomed. I was given my badge with my name on it. Okay, other girls had it as well, and I was told, oh, breakfast will be over soon, so I should hurry up and go and get breakfast. Else they will pack breakfast away. Okay, so I went in, breakfast is displayed. You choose what you want to eat. And I wasn't even able to finish the food because I was sleepy. I was sleepy. I was terribly sleepy, okay? Thankfully, when I got to my room, oh my god, the room was awesome. That's also another story to tell. I'm hoping to put pictures here for you to see. So the room was beautifully decorated. Okay, the room was very warm. They gave me my key, and then the key had "Don't misplace me." So I just put my bag down. I prayed. I did a short prayer, and then I slept. I think we got there at around 1 p.m. Okay, and then I slept till 2 hours, I think. Yeah, so I caught some sleep. I was feeling okay and well. And then later on when I came out, I had to meet other girls as well. Prior to that, I was seeing them in the webinar, and then the one I was really chatting was Lindy Way. Hi, Lindy Way. Yeah, she is from South Africa. And like I mentioned, we had three reps from South Africa. Okay. And then we had to go and see Ajua Abua. That is a Ghanaian from Osu. Okay, so she's a British model, and then she hosted us in her studio. So we had to go and see Ajua Abua on the talk show. Yeah, I also did a video here to introduce the girls that won the Made to Play fan. Please go watch them out. Okay. Hi Malika. Hi Imbali. Hi Naila. Hi. All right. So yeah, so we had that interview, and I remember speaking on the show that day. Yeah, it was nice. So basically, that is it. Probably I'll do a last video talk about the activities that went on, how I felt during my stay. Okay, and yeah, the friends I had. All right. So thank you very much for staying through, and then see you in the next video. Bye. And it took me another 5 minutes to get. It took her 5 minutes to. Thank God. It took her 5 minutes to get her luggage.